Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today I'm going to go over some diversified mining companies, copper, rare earth metals, some of the stuff that I don't normally talk about every single day. I'll cover those today, give you my financial opinion. We'll get into some fertilizers as well, I think I'll throw in here. And we'll go over and see what they're doing. So here we go. So what I've got today is a diversified mining company, Vale. This is a big pattern, and what I did is I connected the bottoms. I connected some where it was trading in the middle here a few times, and you can move this up and down a little bit. But there's a hit here, a little pause there, and then I took the top. And we're trying to break to the upside of this entire pattern and make new, fresh all-time highs. So we'll see if that happens. We've been moving on up. It's been moving up at a good pace. It looks pretty strong. COPX, this is an ETF that I bought in the donations portfolio. I also own it in my 401k. This has been moving on up. Nice strong move today. Big picture view, we are breaking to the upside. This could be a very nice big next leg higher for COPX. The volume on the right hand side is going ballistic. This is a Wyckoff bottom accumulation process. It breaks. It usually consolidates for a little bit, and then we get a nice big move on up. This one looks fantastic to continue higher. Rio, which is another diversified mining company, it did a retest move recently off its big old pattern here, and zooming in on it, we've been moving on up. It looks good. So hopefully you're in Rio and you're holding on. BHP is another one that's been looking good. It did a retest move. What it did is it broke out of this massive pattern, did a retest, and now we're moving higher. This could be a huge move to the upside for BHP off this retest. This is a pattern of basically the next launching pattern for a next level higher. What I mean by that is it's going to, if I were to kind of move this, I'm looking and expecting this to move up to another level now. Something on the lines of this level to this level here. I'm looking for another level up. How high? It's just a continuation pattern. You can see a big move here, consolidate, big move here, consolidation, and then another big move. It's just stair-stepping higher for BHP. This is Glencore, another one that I own and I like. This guy's been moving on up. It's been rocketing higher. I identified it on the channel on this break. This is also a, again, let's zoom it in here, guys. Oh, it is zoomed. I just drew it all funky here. There we go. This is an accumulation pattern here, that double booty bottom, I like to call it. And then we're breaking to the upside. This has a very big, nice area to run. That's Glencore. So this is an excellent opportunity here. Hopefully you guys are in it. You can just hold on. But this is going to go, hopefully, to a land far, far higher away than where we are today. Norilsk Nickel's getting pummeled. Would I go into these companies that are in Russia? No, I would not. At least not yet. Never catch a falling knife. Let this thing dissipate. Let this energy and momentum dissipate before buying in, is my opinion. If you are going to try to catch this, a falling knife, you better be really slow in your actions. You better cost average in super slow. It's very hard to catch these type of movements. I wait for it to consolidate at the bottom and then I start to buy, because this is a lot of momentum to the downside. I do not run in front of trains with a bunch of momentum. You have to wait for them to slow down, and then you can get on the train. Here's Tech Kaminko. This thing is running to the upside. This is another copper company. Zooming in on this, we have that kind of big, just bottoming type pattern. We've got the downtrend line. This thing is rocketing higher. It wants to go far higher than where it is right now. It looks absolutely fantastic. Big base to launch from. This is a really low risk. These companies are all very lower risk, high returning companies. They're not going to get you the returns like some of the small caps, but they're going to get you. They're going to follow the moves of copper. They're going to follow the moves of the market, and these are all, I think, excellent bets. Freeport McMoran FCX is another one. It broke out, it paused, and now we're breaking higher again. Looks absolutely fantastic from any angle that you look at this. Long term, medium term, short term, looks good on all aspects. Would I buy it up here? I don't know. I'd rather buy COPX and get the total kind of broad stroke of the entire sector. SCCO is one that I definitely said, hey guys, down here and over here, good buying opportunities. Now we're moving higher. We're breaking this pattern. This is a monster pattern that we're breaking, guys. This is going to be a next leg higher. A big move is in front of us, in my opinion, for copper. All these companies are signaling that. They all have massive chart breaks and they're all moving higher. So I like all these. They look absolutely juicy. Alpha Min, this is a tin company. It's been moving higher. Still looks good. I don't think I'd be a buyer up there, but South 32, this has all of the right minerals at all the right time. They've got aluminum, they've got coal, they've got zinc, and what else do they have? Nickel. They've got everything, guys. This is one that I really liked. I bought a lot at $7 here. Actually, whatever this is right there, 790 or something like that. I bought on that breakout. Bought a lot there. Bought a lot here at this pullback, and I've just been holding on. A big move higher here. It looks fantastic from a long-term perspective. A little bit of a flat day today, but it still looks great. Anglo American Platinum, another diversified mining company, has a lot of platinum too, and platinum group metals, I should say. I don't know if I'd buy it up here, but it broke out and it's had a pretty good run. Impala Platinum's the same way. And then Nova Royalty hasn't really been following. We'll see if this thing plays catch up. I hope it does. I do own a decent stake in Nova Royalty. We've got a nice big move here. We've got the big consolidation period. Copper and nickel are starting to break to the upside. Let's hope that this thing can move and follow suit. Moving on down, looking at rare earth metals. This is REMX. This guy's been basically a downtrend. We've broken to the upside. We do have a bearish engulfing pattern here. I want to see where this thing goes next. If we're going to pull back, if we go sideways, we'll see. Lithium, LIT. This guy had kind of a false breakout, and it's pummeling back down. I do think this has more downside to it. Lithium has been on an absolute tear, and I don't know. I think there's a lot of retail in it, and I think we're going to probably see a larger pullback and a consolidation period before moving higher. MP Materials. This guy's just in its pattern. The rare earths do look like they want to break very soon. So this one's still in its pattern, looks good. This one, rare RAREF, going on the daily. This guy had a large update today. Actually, this one looks really good if you guys want a very speculative company. Big pattern here. We've broken out. We did a retest, and right here is where I would look at potential purchase, is on the retest move, and looks like we're starting to move higher on it. REEMF, another one that's got small little down days. We're getting a little bit of a pullback in it. Zooming in on it, yeah, we're still in that pullback, but we're getting to a support level down here, getting close. I'm going to skip some of these guys. Looks like IXR. We've got that slingshot pattern. This is the one that you want to identify down here. That is the slingshot of a lifetime. It's a double booty bottom with a slingshot. This is the slingshot. You buy the heck out of it, and then you just ride this thing higher. It's got that nice line here. If you guys can find companies that have a loop like this and they're all the way down somewhere close to like their bottom and below here, let me know. Put it in the comments section. I'd love to hear what companies you guys can find that have this pattern but is located in this section over here. I bought SM Energy at the bottom there in a pattern like this. We've got Portofino Resources. This is one that somebody was talking about. This looks like it's trying to break its downtrend line. I'd be a buyer in that. Piedmont Lithium looks like it's taken off. This one looks really good to the upside. Nice big bullish engulfing here. Moving on down, I'm going to go to Fertilizers. Looks like the home builders got hit kind of hard. Looking at, oh my gosh, look at nickel. Nickel's just rocking higher. Lumber's rocketing higher too. That's man, this looks like it's ready to make another leg higher. Oh my goodness. And we just broke today to the upside for lumber. Wow. I would not have guessed that at this price, but that looks really good. And it looks like all these other commodities are rocketing. That's wheat futures just going ballistic there. I think, what was it? Top Gun Maverick is Goose. It was Goose. He said something like it's time to go vertical or something like that, or time to go ballistic. That's going ballistic. And I'll go over some of these ones in a different clip. Looking at the fertilizers on the agricultural side, Moo is towards its upper end here. It looks absolutely fantastic. You can see that we're trying to break to the upside here for the VanEck agribusiness ETF. What this is doing is, if we break this, it's gonna run. It's gonna have another monster run after the monster run, and this thing looks like it wants to go to the upside. IPI, there's that booty bottom with the slingshot. If you can identify a pattern that looks like this and buy it on this bottom, that's called being a professional investor. But it's breaking to the upside out of here. I said I bought it up here. It's going to have a break higher. We're breaking higher, and hopefully that momentum can continue. ADM's another one that's been breaking higher. Looks absolutely fantastic from this. There's a break right here. It just hasn't shown up yet, the lines that I've drawn in. There it is. And there's your break higher. That has a long ways to run. Scott's Miracle Grow starting to gain some buying pressure there. Nutrien, someone asked me about Nutrien. Nutrien looks absolutely excellent. I'd hold on to it. We could slow down. I mean, this has had a monster move recently. All these have had pretty big moves in the fertilizer companies. I mean, they're really going vertical, and maybe we can keep going. Maybe we can. Let me see this one. This one's got that. That's kind of a double booty bottom for the most part. Mosaic is one that I own, 3.53%. It's got a monster pattern. Looking at it from this perspective that it's broken. It's got a larger pattern on top of that, where we could run quite a bit ways higher. Getting a little bit of wicks at the top. We could pull back a little bit in the short term, get a little bit of relief there. UAN's another one, getting a little bit of sell-off there. Going to ATUS, this is Altius Minerals Corp. This is one I talked about as well. It's got that kind of double booty bottom. It just didn't go all the way to the top. We're breaking out of this pattern here to the upside and running. So that one looks absolutely excellent as well. Very nice, guys. All these are just ridiculous. Looking at some of the aluminum ones, I'll go over aluminum real quick. Aluminum, this is aluminum futures. You got the double booty bottom. This is the slingshot pattern, the accumulation pattern that you want to identify, and it's rocketing higher after it. What I'm doing with some of these companies is I'm buying them in this section here, like IPI. The fertilizer company that I was talking about, the Intrepid Potash, is right at this location, and we're hoping that this can do the same type of move like aluminum's been doing. Aluminum's it could have a very big move higher. I do think that some of these aluminum companies look quite good. Century Aluminum Company is rocketing off of its pattern here. You can see a nice, big, juicy move out of it. Will it go straight higher like this? I don't know if I'd buy it right here. This has really had a big move, but it could continue higher. I am a buyer in ACH. I bought that in the donations portfolio here recently. That's one I would be buying right there. It's not, I mean, obviously I would have bought it if it was down in this retest move, but I didn't see it at that time. But this is a big pattern. We got a long ways to run higher. That's one I really like. Vedanta is another one that has this thing could move far higher than where it is today. That one looks really good. All these guys, all these companies look ridiculously good. Now, if you find one where you've got one, we'll call it one cheek of the bottom, and then we're coming back down to make that second cheek, or we're at the bottom, or we're just coming up from that bottom, put it in the comment section. If you guys are looking at charts and you find something like that, let everybody know. I'll put it on the channel. I'll share it with everyone. The patterns, you're probably going to find it. If you're going to find it, you're going to find it in like a fertilizer. You can find it in copper. You can find it in aluminum or some of these base metals. If you can find something that's still down there, like an exploration company or something that's scribing out a really nice pattern, or a high cost producer with a lot of debt that's lagging, that's where I want to be. You might find it in an energy service company as well. So take a look at everything, see if you can find that double booty bottom. The double booty bottom looks like the one I had up here. I think it was, it looks like the aluminum chart. This is the double booty bottom. This is what I'm looking for, is this one pump and then the second one. If we can find something that's somewhere in this range down here, that's perfect. And gold and silver may even have some of these. Maybe not as scribed out as this. They may look a little bit dirtier. But if you find stuff like that, put them in the comments section. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on it. and hopefully we can find something that's down there. Thumbs up for the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.